Have you ever been to Barcelona's stadium Camp Nou? It's one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. This footballing fortress has welcomed the world's greatest players, hosted classic matches, and has seen many trophies. And while the stadium has stood as an architectural masterpiece for decades, the time has come to give it a major facelift. But this is not your average renovation, as this will cost a whopping 1.5 billion euros. Keep watching this video because you won't believe just how large a project this is. Before we get into the details of Camp Nou's renovation, it's important that we go back in time and explore the rich history of the stadium, as that'll help us understand why this renovation is of great significance to the club and its fans. Camp Nou was first opened in 1957 and has been the venue for some of the greatest moments in football history. It's hosted the kind of matches that other football clubs can only dream of, including El Clásicos and Champions League finals. Some of the greatest players in football have also had the honor of playing on the stadium's turf. These include the likes of Johan Cruyff, Ronaldo de Lima, Ronaldinho, Figo, Xavi, and of course, Lionel Messi. But besides its historical significance, the old Camp Nou was also an architectural marvel. It was the biggest stadium in Europe and one of the largest stadiums in the world. It had a seating capacity of 99,354, and this makes you wonder why there's a need for renovation, since it's already one of the best stadiums in the world. Well, it is worth mentioning that even though the old Camp Nou was large, it still fell behind when it comes to comfort, technology, and overall fan experience. These factors are very important to consider in modern-day football, as fans are looking for more than just sitting space. Barcelona knows this, hence the need to turn Camp Nou into one of the most technologically advanced stadiums in the world. It's no longer news that Barcelona is in a lot of debt, which makes it surprising that they're embarking on such a financially tasking renovation. So how can Barcelona afford it? Well, the money isn't coming out of their pockets, as they've managed to secure a financing deal that'll cover all the expenses of the project. This financing deal was signed in June 2023, and it involves more than 20 investors across the globe. These investors include powerhouses like JP Morgan, JJL, Goldman Sachs, and even Spotify. According to reports, the funds will not only cover renovation expenses, but will also be used to expand the facilities surrounding the stadium. The plan isn't just to make Camp Nou the best stadium in Europe, but also to transform it into a sports campus. Interestingly, the new Camp Nou will be called the Spotify Camp Nou once renovations have been completed. If everything goes according to plan, then it's projected that the modernized stadium will generate over 247 million euros per year from ticket sales, sponsorships, hospitality, and several other means. With this projection in mind, Barcelona has drawn a repayment plan for the loan they're taking from their investors. The repayment is structured in such a way that sums will be paid progressively over a 24-year span, which should suffice if their earning projections are accurate. With a seating capacity of over 99,000, the old Camp Nou was already the biggest in Europe, but that will all change once the renovations are complete. When it's all said and done, the new Camp Nou will have the capacity to accommodate even more fans. To be specific, 105,000 football lovers will be able to sit comfortably in the new stadium once it's ready. This will not only boost the stadium's larger-than-life status, it'll also cement its position as the best, most iconic stadium in all of Europe. As for the stadium's dimensions, it'll reach a maximum height of 48 meters and will cover a surface area of 55,000 square meters. 250 meters long and 220 meters wide. This says a great deal about Barcelona's ambitions because, as we all know, Europe boasts many great stadiums, including the Wembley Stadium, which seats 90,000 fans, and the San Siro Stadium, which seats 80,000. But size isn't all that matters, as Barcelona also aims to improve the comfort levels in the stadium, as well as accessibility. To achieve this, Barcelona is building state-of-the-art seats, improving access points to the stadium, and building a host of modernized facilities that will ensure that each match experience will be memorable for the fans and the players. As I've already mentioned, the renovation of Camp Nou goes beyond adding more seats, as Barcelona is on a mission to make their stadium a modern-day marvel by including some never-seen-before features. But what exactly will be added to the stadium that'll set it apart from others in Europe? To start with, the new Camp Nou will boast of having the largest stadium roof in Europe. According to the design, the new solar panel-covered roof will span around 30,000 meters and will be able to cover every seat in the stadium, which will offer the fans adequate protection from sun rays, snow, and rain. The new roof is also designed to improve the acoustics inside the stadium, which will give the fans an even more electric thrill as they watch live matches. The roof aside, the new stadium will also feature 3 giant screens fixed on the stadium's upper ring. And while the exact dimensions of the screens have not been made public, it's expected they will be large enough to ensure that fans do not miss live replays, relevant statistics, and other interactive features. The main purpose of this new feature is to make sure the fans are glued into the action, no matter which part of the stadium they're seated. Another feature worth mentioning is the inclusion of more modernized VIP areas and bars. Of course, football is all about fun and recreation, and what will the great Camp Nou be if it cannot offer its guests the best hospitality in the world? It's true that VIP sections are expensive, but for those who can afford it, they'll be treated to a more upscale matchday experience like no other. It's expected that the inclusion of more VIP sections will attract more corporate sponsorships, which will in turn contribute to the club's overall revenue. But the new Camp Nou stadium isn't just about impressing the fans and stakeholders. The new design also has something for the press. The new stadium will include more modernized press facilities that will significantly improve media coverage. This will facilitate better live broadcasts for the fans watching at home. The new Camp Nou will also feature state-of-the-art concourses where fans can gather before and after the match. The new concourses will be expanded to ensure that there is a smooth flow of foot traffic in and out of the stadium. But that's not all, as the car park will also be expanded and will include an underground parking lot that can park as many as 4,000 cars. Of course, these renovations will raise the question of eco-friendliness, which is why Barcelona has announced that they will employ the most eco-friendly means during the reconstruction process. These include the use of solar panels for energy and rainwater collection systems to reduce the stadium's carbon footprint and show environmental responsibility. The old Camp Nou was already one of the best in the world, but how will the renovated version compare to the other state-of-the-art stadiums in Europe? Let's start with Wembley Stadium in London. This footballing fortress can seat 90,000 fans, which makes it the largest stadium in the UK. It's been England's home stadium for decades, and it even hosts the FA Cup final. Its capacity doesn't match up to that of the new Camp Nou, but it is still renowned for its modern facilities and futuristic design. Speaking of which, Wembley Stadium gets one over the old Camp Nou in terms of non-footballing events, as the stadium has been known to host high-profile concerts and stage plays. However, reports have it that the new Camp Nou will be built with concert halls, stages, and other entertainment centers that can rival anything Wembley Stadium has to offer. Another iconic stadium that the new Camp Nou will hope to outshine is Bayern Munich's Allianz Arena. With a sitting capacity of 75,000, Germany's most popular stadium doesn't come anywhere close to Camp Nou's 105,000 capacity. But even with that, the Allianz Arena still remains a thing of beauty, thanks to its one-of-a-kind exterior, which automatically changes color according to the jerseys of the teams playing. So what the Allianz Arena lacks in sitting capacity, it makes up for with modernized designs. However, we'll have to wait until the new Camp Nou is finished before we can say just how well it matches up to the Allianz Arena in terms of exterior beauty. And one more stadium we have to compare with the new Camp Nou is the Santiago Bernabeu, the home of Barcelona's most bitter rivals, Real Madrid. With a seating capacity of 81,044, the Bernabeu is a very large stadium, but it doesn't match up to the Camp Nou's 105,000 capacity. Interestingly, the Bernabeu is also undergoing renovations, but it hasn't been reported if the stadium's seating capacity will increase or not. Since Camp Nou's renovations began in 2023, Barcelona FC have been playing their matches at the Louis Company's Olympic Stadium. It's been reported that they will go back to using Camp Nou in the middle of the 2024-2025 season, although the stadium will be only about 60% completed by that time. For now, the expected date of completion has been set for August 2026. By that time, the stadium will be at its full capacity of 105,000. This will come as good news for the fans who've had to deal with watching home matches in a smaller stadium. Barcelona players will also be glad to return home, as the new Camp Nou's seating capacity of 105,000 means they will have more supporters to cheer them on during live matches. Without a doubt, one of the major reasons Barcelona is carrying out the Camp Nou renovation is for the sake of generating revenue. As we know, Barcelona have found themselves in a deep financial crisis, and modernizing their stadium is an excellent way to generate the kind of money the club needs to offset its debts. Considering the new stadium's increased capacity, bars, VIP sections, entertainment centers, and modernized hospitality features, the prospect of increasing matchday revenue remains realistic. To add to that, the naming rights deal with Spotify, which will change the name of the stadium to Spotify Camp Nou, is expected to generate a steady amount of revenue for decades to come. Apart from live matches, the new stadium is being designed to host a wide variety of events. These include stage plays, concerts, and even corporate gatherings. This too will boost the club's ability to generate revenue. That being said, it is obvious to see that the new Camp Nou isn't just a football stadium. It's a multi-purpose center being built to host non-football events with the aim of generating extra income, offsetting existing debts, and ensuring financial stability for the future. Once the new Camp Nou stadium is completed, FC Barcelona will not only have the largest and most modern stadium in Europe, but also one of the most financially secure sports complexes that can rival any other iconic stadium in the world. The new revenue streams, combined with the club's strong global brand, will help Barcelona tackle its financial challenges and compete at the highest level both on and off the field. The The future looks exciting for the club thanks to the stadium's renovation, and once you consider all the future benefits of the renovation, you'll agree that the €1.5 billion set out for it was a worthy investment. The renovation of Camp Nou is more than just a construction project, it's a statement of intent from FC Barcelona. The club is committed to preserving its rich history while embracing the future with open arms. When completed in 2026, the new Camp Nou will not only be a monument to Barcelona's past glories, but also a key part of its future success, ensuring that it remains one of the giants of European football. From its massive roof to its technological innovations and increased capacity, the new Camp Nou will make a massive statement as far as modern stadium design is concerned. It'll also serve as a model for other clubs around the world. Fans, players, and even those visiting for non-football events will get to experience a truly world-class venue that honors Barcelona's proud traditions while embracing the future of sports and entertainment. That being said, head to the comments below and drop your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful megastructure content.